Good morning. I'm just testing out a few things here. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I could see your chats. I'll wait a few minutes. I'm just waiting to see if I could see your chats. Awesome. Yes. Thank you. Yes, he does. He loves you too. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you could share, good morning. If you could share where you're from, that would be so awesome. Hello from Russia. Kanovis, am I saying that right? Hello from Norway. E. Foster. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. I'm glad that I can see your comments. I was thinking that I could not see them the last scopes that I did. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, my name is Marquisa Williams. I am the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. And my passion is to help others to find their purpose, to help team build if there's trouble in team building, ministry building, to help you walk in your purpose. All of those things I am about. If you have not joined, if you haven't already, you can check out my website at marquisawilliams.com. That is MARQUISSA Williams, no spaces, .com. There you can find my ebook, 5 Things That Anyone Leading Anything Must Know. It is free. So check that out as well. So good morning, good morning. I'm seeing some hearts. Thank you for the hearts. That's okay, Kanovis. Thank you for joining. So we have people from Norway on. We have people from Russia on. Anyone locally as well, let me know where you're from. If you have joined for the first time, let me know where you're from. Good morning. So I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family, and just relaxing. Today, I actually have the day off, so I'm going to enjoy my personal day off today. So today, I want to share a few things. One, my topic today is the power of influence and what that is. But before I get into that, after I wrote this blurb about influence, the Lord showed me that I should share a few things. I'm going to do a series this month, going into December, and it will be on the ends, the I ends. So today will be influence, the next will be inspire or inspiration, and the other will be intentional or being intentional or intentionality. So the ends, and then we'll sum it up with the I ends and the significance of what IN actually means when we use that in a word. So I'm playing on some words and want to, and hopefully you will be inspired, learn some things as it pertains to leadership. So I'll get started. So today, influence is our word. Influence. So what does influence mean? Influence is, according to the dictionary, is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. The power to shape policy, ensure favorable treatment for someone, a person or thing, with the capacity or power to have effect on someone or something. So to have an effect on someone or something, because we can affect some things, our environment, we can influence our environment. So had to just block a few persons, but that's okay. Amen. All right, so back to influence, the history of influence. So I found this. So I'm going to be glancing over at my note just a little bit, but it's from the late. Influence stems from the late Middle English or from Old French, from the medieval times. The Latin word influentia, inflow, which means inflow, from the Latin influr, into or flow into. So the word originally had a general sense, an influx or flowing. I'm using my hands so you can get the picture. In flowing matter. The flowing, being fluid, going in and out, being able to affect human destiny. So the root word of influence is to have the ability to go in and out and flow and affect human destiny. So as leaders, we are called to affect, inflow, influence human destiny. So leadership is not just a position. It is an action. It flows, it impacts, it influences. So in order to be an effective and a great leader of influence, you must be willing to flow into others. Oftentimes, as leaders, we say that we must be willing to pour into others, which is not necessarily wrong, but it depends on the capacity of the leader. So pouring into someone, pouring signifies to empty ourselves. Not bad, not a bad thing at all. But we can start and we can stop, right? We have the choice to start and stop when we pour in. However, when we flow, influence, flow, like that definition, the root word, we're constantly going in, we're constantly going out of a person or the environment. It's continuous. We're always going in and out. So the power of influence is not just pouring into others, but it's flowing into someone's life, flowing into our community, flowing into others, and making a difference in their lives. Now, we know that influence is not all positive. Sometimes it could be a negative thing. But for this scoop, we're going to talk about the positive of being an influential leader, the power of being an influence in our society and our communities. So again, that flowing stream in and out of someone's life is very much key. Much like I think of waves. When you're at an ocean, and you see the waves going in and out, and it flows and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So the more we flow into a person, the more we flow into our ministry, the more we flow into our purpose, we get larger. Not larger as puffed up, title seeking, but we have a bigger impact. We spread out, our influence spreads out. So, do you get the picture about this whole influence thing? The power of influence. Show me some hearts if you're getting what I mean about influence. Show me some hearts. So I wanted to put a different spin on how powerful we can be as leaders of influence. Influence. So I'm playing on this word. These nuggets of our morning leadership lifts will not be long and drawn out, but just to throw you some things to say, to think about, give you some nuggets to think about. So again, influence by its origin is powerful. Influence is not the ruling over. It's not intimidation. It's about having an impact and affecting human destiny. So as leaders, we have to walk in our purpose, impacting, influencing human destiny. There's so many people in this world who can't say that they had someone influential in their lives. I've sat at the table with people and I asked them, well, who is your influence? And most times they say, I can't think of anybody on the top of my head. And then you have those who have an influence, but it's a negative influence. But I want to draw us to be more and more focused on being intentional. I don't want to keep, that's one of my favorite words. So you might hear me saying that a lot in anything that I do. But it's important that we focus on being an influence in the workplace, in our churches, in our homes, because there's different levels. I know in my, thank you, E. Foster, in my home, I influence very differently than I do at work. I influence my children in a different way. I lead my home differently than I lead at work. But even at work, I influence. And, I hope that I'm making where I am a better place by the influence. So even in, situations where it's not the best, we can always have an influence. And one key to influence is we do not necessarily have to be concerned with the outcome. If we are always positive, we're doing the right things for the right reasons, we're sharing ourselves, we're flowing into others in a positive way, the impact is there. We leave an impression there. So again, today's word for our leadership lift is influence. Having an effect on human capacity, having an impact, making a difference where we are. Some may say, yep, I don't have a title. You don't have to be have a title to be a leader. It's all about who you are and what you want to make a difference in and how you want to influence others. So I'm going to leave you with some things as I continue to do these leadership lifts. I'll be doing them every Monday, the leadership lifts. So how are you influencing as a leader? How are you influencing others? I want you to really think about that. How are you making a difference in your community, in your home, and even in your workplace? I just need to scroll up here. So I'm going to challenge you to really think about that. And if you're led to, if I can adjust my little note thing here, 1 second. I'm going in the wrong direction. So how are you influencing? How are you influencing others? Are you just pouring in? You're just pouring in and coming out? Or are you constantly sowing in and investing, influencing people along the way? For those of you who are just joining, I see a lot of hearts. Thank you for that. Let me know where you're joining in from. Let me know where you're joining in from. I appreciate the support. So I want you to think about, these are points to ponder. What are you remembered for? Thanks, Norway, for hanging in. What are you known for? How are you influencing others? Hello from Cali. How are you influencing? So your assignment, yes, there is an assignment. As leaders, we have to do the work. Okay? So ask 1 or 2 people who you trust to be brutally honest with you, to ask them, what do people say about you when you're not around? What do people say about me when I'm not around? Am I making a positive difference? What do people remember me by when I leave the room? Ask them that. And I want you to jot it down because I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back and ask, what did you find there? But also, what I would like you to do is, if you're on Facebook, go to my Facebook fan page at people. I want you to go people. So what is that? People say that you're rude and crazy. Well, guess what? Change that. If you don't want to be recognized as rude and crazy, let's ask those people who are saying that you're rude and crazy. How can you change that? All right. So, hello, Memphis. Driving through Kentucky. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Okay. So I want you to join my fan page on Facebook. I will post some of these questions, these points to ponder there, so you can answer, put some answers there. So it's www.facebook.com/I am Marquisa. I am Marquisa, Marquissa. So join me in some dialogue there, and let me know. Let me know what how you're influencing others. What did your close friends, those people who are honest, tell us about that? And also, if you haven't gotten a copy of my ebook, which is actually on my website, marquissawilliams.com, MarQuissa Williams.com. It's 5 things anyone leading anything must know. You can get your free copy of my ebook there. So go to my website and check it out. If you're thinking about building a team or starting a ministry, or you want leadership conferences, you want to conduct leadership conferences, or want me to do a workshop or something in your place of business or even at your church, go to my website. I would appreciate that, and I would like to engage you further there. So, with all the plugs, with all of those things, just as a summary, as a leader of influence, we must have the capacity to have an effect on the character development or behavior of someone or something. Begin to flow into others. Be a continuous influencer, an influence, and not just pouring into others. Some of us are called to just pour and leave out, but be continuous. Always be a continual influence to others. So again, thank you for joining the Monday morning leadership lifts. I will see you for our next Monday morning leadership lift next Monday, and we will talk about inspiration, inspiring. How do we inspire? The power of inspiration as a leader. So thank you for joining the Monday morning leadership lifts. I appreciate your support. Again, I'm Marquissa Williams, CEO of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. And again, join me on Facebook. I am Marquissa. Join me on Twitter. I am Marquissa. And go to my website, marquissawilliams.com. Much appreciated. Have a wonderful Monday. Thank you and have a great day. Don't forget, be the influence that you want to be. Have a wonderful day.